Our top stories this week. Students explored coastal ecosystems during their exciting visit to the Loggerhead Marine Life Center in Juneau Beach. PBMA came alive with themed dress days honoring influential African American leaders for Black History Spirit Week. Sharks stepped back in time at the historic Jupiter Inlet Lighthouse learning about Florida's maritime history. Future scientists dove into marine ecosystems during Marine Science Lab conducted in partnership with the Florida Fishing Academy. PBMA participated in the vibrant Lake Worth Beach Street Painting Festival in downtown Lake Worth Beach. On Brainwave, we level up our thinking as we explore how to analyze the setting and its impact. Plus, stay tuned for Weather Watch and Scoreboard. All that and more right here on Wavemakers. Confidence, creativity, commitment. Making waves the PBMA way. I'm Brandon Nagasar, and join us as we bring you closer to the actions and stories happening within our school community.
So don't forget to stay tuned as we bring you stories that matter. This is Alexis Olson, and you're watching Wavemakers.
On February 16, 2026, students embarked on an unforgettable field trip to Loggerhead Marine Life Center in Juneau Beach, where learning came to life beyond the classroom walls. The visit provided students with a hands-on opportunity to explore marine life, environmental conservation, and vital work being done to protect sea turtles. Upon arrival, students toured the outdoor sea turtle hospital and rehabilitation area, where they observed rescued turtles recovering from injuries caused by boat strikes, fishing lines, and pollution. Marine biologists and educators explained the center's mission of ocean conservation, research, rehabilitation, and education. Students listened attentively as they learned how each turtle receives specialized medical care before being released back into the ocean. Inside the exhibit hall, interactive displays deepened students' understanding of marine ecosystems, pollution prevention, and the importance of protecting coastal habitats. Many were especially inspired by the stories of rescued turtles and the dedication of the veterinary team. The day concluded with smiles, group photos, and a shared commitment to make environmentally responsible choices. The visit to Loggerhead Marine Life Center was both educational and inspiring, an experience students will carry with them long after returning to school.
Black History Spirit Week 2026 was celebrated from February 23rd through the 27th with a full week of themed activities that highlighted culture, history, unity, and school spirit. The week began on Monday with Unity Day, as students wore black, red, green, or yellow to represent solidarity and cultural pride. On Tuesday, students participate in I Have a Dream Day, honoring Dr. Martin Luther King and his historic I Have a Dream speech. Students celebrated by wearing pajamas as part of the theme tribute. Wednesday's theme, A Different World, encouraged students to represent their favorite or future HBCU or college, promoting higher education and cultural legacy. On Thursday, the campus came alive with 90s hip-hop versus 2000s R&B Day, as students dressed in their best throwback outfits, showcasing fashion, hairstyles, and accessories inspired by the two influential decades. The celebration concluded on Friday with Blackout Day, where students wore all black to demonstrate unity and solidarity. Throughout the week, the school community embraced the opportunity to honor Black history, culture, achievements, and pride in a spirited and meaningful way.
PBMA hosted its Mobile Marine Lab Family Engagement event on February 25th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the PBMA secondary campus. The event was organized in partnership with the Florida Fishing Academy and provided families with hands-on marine science experiences. Participants explored several interactive lab stations where students examined marine life up close. The Watershed and Water Quality Lab allowed attendees to learn about environmental conservation and the importance of protecting local water systems. The Topography and Erosion Lab demonstrated how landforms change and how erosion affects coastal communities. The event successfully engaged students and families in real-world marine science learning while strengthening community connections at PBMA.
The streets of Lake Worth Beach were transformed into a colorful outdoor gallery during the 32nd annual Lake Worth Beach Street Painting Festival held February 21st through 22nd, 2026. The free event, which ran from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., featured hundreds of artists who turned downtown pavement into vibrant chalk masterpieces. Free parking and shuttle services were provided by Palm Beach State College. PBMA also participated in the said event, led by art teacher Mr. Jacks. Together, the participants created an eye-catching street mural and proudly showcased their creativity, representing their school and engaging with the community throughout the weekend.
PBMA high school students explored Florida's rich maritime history during a field trip to Jupiter Inlet Lighthouse and Museum on February 20th, 2026. Throughout the visit, students toured the historic lighthouse grounds and learned about its vital role in guiding ships safely along Florida's Atlantic coast. Museum educators shared insights about early lighthouse keepers, maritime navigation, and the region's unique coastal ecosystem. Students had the opportunity to climb the iconic Red Lighthouse, where they observed panoramic views of the Jupiter Inlet and surrounding waterways. The trip connected directly to PBMA's maritime-focused curriculum, allowing students to experience hands-on learning beyond the classroom. By examining historical artifacts and engaging in interactive exhibits, students deepened their understanding of Florida's nautical heritage and coastal conservation efforts. Teachers highlighted the field trip as both educational and inspiring, reinforcing real-world applications of history, marine science, and environmental stewardship. The experience strengthened students' appreciation for local landmarks and the importance of preserving them for future generations.
This week, we're diving into how setting impacts plot, character development, theme, and even the reader's emotions. We'll explore how historical time periods, cultural environments, and physical locations can completely change the direction of a story. By the end of today's Brainwave session, you won't just identify the setting, you'll analyze how it drives the story forward and why it matters. Let's activate our critical thinking and ride the wave with Sophia and Kenzie for Brainwave.
Hey Sharks! Welcome back to another episode of Brainwave, where we break down the strategies that help you think smarter, read stronger, and learn better. I'm Sophia.
I'm Kenzie, and today we're going to be talking about analyzing settings and its impact on the story we are reading. Take a slow breath. Picture a story taking place in a dark forest at midnight. Now imagine the same story happening on a bright beach day at noon.
The characters are the same, the conflict is the same, but the feeling changes.
That's the power of setting.
Today, we train our brain to analyze settings and understand its impact.
Step 1. Identify the setting. Ask yourself, where does the story take place? When does it take place? What time period is it? What is the environment like? The setting includes places such as cities, countries, houses, battlefields. Times like past, present, future, season, or time of day. Social conditions such as culture, traditions, law, and class systems. Setting is more than location. It creates the world of the story.
Step 2. Analyze the mood created by the setting. Ask yourself, how does this setting make the reader feel? Is it tense, peaceful, isolated, chaotic? What descriptive words does the author use? Writers carefully choose sensory details such as sounds, smells, weather, lighting, surroundings. These details help shape the mood.
Step 3. Examine how setting influences characters. Ask yourself, how does this environment affect the character's choices? Does the setting create obstacles? Does it limit opportunities? Does it reflect the character's emotions? A character growing up during war will think differently than one growing up in peace. A student in poverty may face different challenges than one with privilege. Setting shapes perspective.
Step 4. Analyze how setting impacts conflict. Ask yourself, will this conflict exist in a different setting? Does the setting increase tension? Does it make the problem harder to solve? Sometimes setting creates conflict, sometimes it intensifies it. A storm can trap characters, a strict society can create rebellion, a small town can create pressure.
Step 5. Connecting the setting to theme. Ask yourself, what message is the author sending through this setting? Why did the author choose this place and time? How does the setting help develop the theme? Setting often reinforces big ideas like survival, freedom, identity, justice, and belonging.
Strong readers don't just ask, where does this happen? They ask, why here? Why now? What does this change?
Setting is not decoration, it is a strategy.
That's today's Brainwave. Read smart,
Think sharp.
Stay sharp and keep making waves of success with Brainwave.
On scoreboard, the boys basketball team at PBMA won their game on Tuesday, February 17, 2026, 42-17 against the Imagine Chancellor Chargers. Didier Haquiz led all scorers with 14 points, and DeAndre Sherrod had 4 assists. Also, Dario Howard knocked down 2 deep three-pointers as the Sharks cruised to another victory. The Sharks are now 5-2 in the Charter School League and remain in 3rd place. Stay tuned for highlights, game scores, and upcoming matches as our athletes continue to show teamwork, dedication, and Shark pride.
Up next is Weather Watch, bringing you the latest updates so you're ready for anything, rain or shine. Sharks, here's Alberto Medina. And now for our quote of the week. The capacity to learn is a gift. The ability to learn is a skill. The willingness to learn is a choice.
That sums up this week's episode of Wavemakers. Your stories, your voice, our commitment. Sharks, always remember to reflect our shark mentality by being safe, respectful, and responsible.
For more updates, visit us online at PBMA's official YouTube and Facebook accounts, delivering campus news with accuracy and integrity. This is Alexis Olson.
And I'm Brandon Nagasar. And this has been
Wavemakers.
Have a great weekend, Sharks.